If some of you are dealing with an infidelity because of, porn issues or porn addiction, I just wanted to give a couple stats and tips on a little background and how to get over it. So, if you're in a relationship right now where you stepped out because of porn addiction, maybe some of these tips will help you. One of the first things I want to say is, when you try to stop your porn addiction, it's like stopping any other addiction. You're going to have, possibly anxiety, some irritability, difficult concentrating, maybe some depression. So just know there will be withdrawals if you try to stop. And I want you to plan and prepare for that. So a couple things, tips on how to, get this in check. Number one, keep a log of your triggers. When are you triggered? Is it when you see images? Is it when you're stressed? So keep a log of when you're triggered so you can be proactive. Second thing, I know it's much easier said than done, is what Nancy Reagan said back in the 80s, is just say no. You get tempted to watch porn or you get a trigger to watch porn, you just tell yourself, no, I'm not going to do that. And saying it out loud actually helps. Another thing is schedule other rewards. Listen, watching porn gives us rewards. It releases dopamines. It releases a bunch of, feel-good things in our head, the serotonin, the oxytocin, the dopamines. So schedule other reward interests that give you the same feeling, that same reward pleasure. Make a list of what will improve if you stop. I mean, listen, there's people that spend 2, 4, 6, 8 hours a day watching porn. I talk to these people, so I know. So imagine, what you can accomplish if you're not watching porn anymore. So make a list of all the things that you want to do, you want to accomplish with this extra time. Make sure that you're blocking all porn sites from your phones, your computer, and that includes anything that's even tempting to you. If Reddit or Twitter is something that you use, you got to get off those social medias. Simple as that. So also, avoid any books or movies or magazines or anything that could be triggering. I'm telling you something, I tell people all the time, if you got to go just back to the basics and watch G-rated movies, then you got to do that, because a lot of things can be triggers for people. Make sure that you write down a list of distractions. If you're riding down the highway and there's a billboard of this, sexy model and that, triggers you, then take a different route to work. So whatever you have to do, your distractions, you have to write a list of them down and work around them, Make sure you're getting sleep. When we get stressed and anxious, a lot of it is because of lack of sleep. So make sure you're getting your full needed sleep, so that cuts down on your anxiety. Another thing you can do, you get triggered, you get stressed, you get anxious, you need a coping mechanism. Call a friend or a family member. Hopefully this is somebody, maybe even a support network or a what do you call those in AA, a sponsor, and say, hey, I'm getting triggered, I'm having this or that. Another thing you can do is, believe it or not, splash your face with ice cold water. One of the first things you are not thinking of is watching porn when you are freezing with cold water splashed in your face.